Hello everyone, in this video I will teach you how to download DICOM images from the MIDRC website, Medical Imaging and Data Resource Center. So this datasets from MIDRC is intended for AI based diagnosis regarding your research or anything for your use. These are actually the radiology images of the chest x-ray, normally for COVID-19 and pneumonia cases. So you should see our website when you log into data.midric.org. Then simply go to login that you see over here, right? Okay, so right now I'm gonna show you how you can create your account. So it's important that you have an ORCID ID. As in my case, I have already created it. Just click on ORCID login. As you click the login page, so it will take you to this part of the website. So in my case, I have already created this from my personal email ID. You can also create using your own personal by selecting register now if you have not already. But if you already have an ORCID ID, then just simply sign in using your regular email and password. Okay, sign in to ORCID, and finally you are done with this step. Right now it will again take you back to the MIDRC data website and click on accept. Now before we begin downloading the DICOM files, I'll show you all the necessary steps involved in the procedure. So what you have to do is, before moving on to anything, just click on get started. It will load a manual PDF, and this is all about the instruction for downloading the DICOM files. As you can see that we just created an account and we logged in using our ORCID ID. This was all clearly mentioned in this step, but you may wish to follow this video because in some part you might get little confusion if this is your first time. Honestly, I was too confused in the beginning, but I managed to finally break all the barriers. So now in the second step, it says that create an API key for your account profile. Do not worry, I will teach you everything regarding the download of the DICOM files from the MIDRC website. Now what you can do is, simply as the instruction says, you need a API key. Now this key is extremely essential because it is linked to your Data Commons account. It is linked to your ORCID ID. So what you have to do is, in the top right corner of this website, go to view profile simply, and now as you can see that you have the following API key. Now you have to create your own API key, not this one. I will delete all this, right? I will delete this too. Okay, now just click on create API key and you should see something like this. Then immediately download the JSON file. Download it anywhere you like, but you gotta remember the location where you have downloaded. As in my case, I am downloading this on D drive under the MIDRC folder. So I will replace this, as I have already downloaded. I'm just gonna replace this, right? Because I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Yes, it should download, and when you open this file, it's simply a JSON file consisting of your API key and the key ID, right? So now close this window and close this part too. Now as we are done so far till here, we have created an API key. So this key file, it has been downloaded. Just remember the directory where you had downloaded, because I downloaded this in right, this is my D directory and it's under the MIDRC folder. This was the file that I had downloaded. Just remember this directory, it will be useful later. Now it's all about installing the Gen 3 client app. Now you need the Gen 3 client app to download the image, right? Okay, I don't know what I just did over here, but it's all right. Ignore this. Now it says that it's on the GitHub, but what you can do is just simply go to this part, this fourth part, and click on this link. If you just left click on this, you will see an open link option from the PDF, and just click this one. Then Depending upon the operating system software that you are using, simply go to the manual for that. For example, in this video I'm using Windows 10, so simply I'll go to this part, and it will say that download the Windows version of the Gen 3 client here. Now simply click over here and you will go to this GitHub page. Okay, remember that we want to download the Gen 3 client which will help us to download the DICOM images. Now since this is a Windows, you should see something like Win64, and when you click this, it will directly download the Gen 3 client. I will show you where it has been downloaded. Just go to the download panel and click on this show in folder. Yes, exactly, this is the file. This is my duplicate file, so I will delete this, and when I copied this inside this folder, there is nothing more inside this zip file, just this client app. Now what you gotta do is you gotta right click on this and extract files. Okay, if you click on OK, it will once again download this one. So it is literally the same thing. Now you also gotta remember the directory where you had downloaded this Gen 3 client application. It should be an application, right? Okay, in my case you can see that I have copied it here, so I'm going to delete this. Do not worry, just remember the directory where you at. So you can see that it's in the download section of the C drive, and remember your previous file credentials, right? So this client is extremely essential in order to create a connection for your PC. Now we will once again go back to this tutorial, or before that we gotta first execute this Gen 3 client. Okay, and for that it's all the instructions that has been given over here. Now this is the most crucial step. So what you gotta do is just remember the path where you had downloaded the Gen 3 client, this client application, and the path to it. As you can see here, when I click here, it will give me the full location, and just press Ctrl and C, copy this, and in this search panel of your Windows, click on system variables. Just type in system variables and you should see something like this. Now when you click on over here, you will see system properties, and simply just click on environment variables. Okay, now do not touch anything over here. Do not be very smart enough to destroy your own PC. Just what you got to do is, under this system variable tab, just scroll down a bit, and you should see something like path, which is next to OS. Now do not worry, just click on this one and do as I do, click on edit, and over here you will see lots and lots of other locations, but do not worry about them, just ignore them. And what you gotta do is you gotta click on new and add that path. I'm not gonna do this because I have already done this, right? So I'll just simply cancel this. You got me, right? You just gotta paste the directory of the Gen 3 app, and just click on OK, and you are done, right? So this is the path that I have already given. So I'll click on OK, and you are all done over here. Just click on OK and OK. Now you can just skip this step, right? So your Gen 3 client app is now ready in your profile. So just ignore this part. Now it's all over here. Go back to the PDF, instruction PDF, and now what you gotta do is, now you gotta link your API key to your Gen 3 client app. For this, what you gotta do is you gotta first go to the location of your credential.json. Now do you remember this file from step 2? It was from this step, right? It was from where we downloaded the credential.json. Now you gotta link up your API key with that. So simply for this, now ignore this Gen 3 right now. Go to the drive where you had recently saved your credential file. Yep, this is the one. Now what you gotta do is simply type in CMD and run it as an administrator. And as you can see over here that I am about to go to the same directory. Just type in this one, the main directory that your file is present. That in my case it's D directory. And now further cd change directory space and the location DMIDRC. Just copy and paste this, and now if you type in dir, you should see something like credential.json, but this is only to show you that I'm in the same location in the command prompt where my credential file is located. But it is not that you can directly run this. What you have to do is you have to type in this command. Okay, do not worry, I have included this command already in the description section of this video, so you don't have to worry anything about the nerdy stuff. Just be careful to provide your actual directory here, DMIDRC credential.json. Now this is the same location as the location present here, credential.json. It is the name of the file. This is the name of the file and this is the location. So you gotta remember this part. This is the only part that will differ in your case compared to mine. The rest is all the same. So now once you have done writing this, and remember that your Gen 3 client must be properly configured in the system variable before you run this command. And simply now, if there is now click on enter. Okay, so once you click on enter, you should see a message like this. If you see this message, then you are ready to go, as your Gen 3 client is successfully installed. Otherwise, you got to go to the system variables and check your location of the Gen 3 app again. Otherwise, you are good to go. Now, you are all done with this step. As you are all done with this step, simply now go back to the MIDRC website. Simply go to the exploration page. And now it is time to select the DICOM file that we want to download. It's time to filter out the only necessary type that we need for our research or any sort of studies. So because by default now you can see that there are 80,206 cases of DICOM related to either pneumonia or COVID-19 diagnosis, but we are not gonna download all this as it will take a lot of time to download, which is not practically possible. So I will try to reduce the number of cases. That is, in this filter over here, select those that are very few in number for the sake of simplicity and for the time. I will show you how to do this. Okay, click on other over here. Try to reduce it as far as possible, right? Okay, this should be enough. Try to reduce the size of this JSON that you are gonna download over here. So yes, I don't think it's gonna go anything beyond that. So now that you can see there is only one cases of such the filter that we applied, so your download will be faster later. I will show you why. Okay, download this, and this is actually the MIDRC case manifest that you can see that I had already downloaded it over here. Now simply I'm gonna replace this and show you what it does. Okay, now as you can see, if you remember this credential file, it was in the same folder DMIDRC, and this file MIDRC case manifest. Now as we are already done linking up our Gen 3 client with our ID from MIDRC, you must do this every day when you download. If you don't do this step, your second step will fail, as now I'm going to show you what you need to type. Right now it's all about this file. You are all set up and all good to go from the previous step. Now simply what you can do is just copy this. Okay, I will copy this and paste it over here. Now what you got to be careful again is that the directory, it was in this directory that I wrote over here is DMIDRC, and this is the name of the JSON file I downloaded just now. It is very different from the credential file, and if everything is okay, then your download should begin. But wait, as you can see, I had written download path DMIDRC images. Now this directory is very different from this directory where the file is situated, right? So what you can do is you can create your own directory. I have already created mine folder MIDRC images, and there is nothing inside here that you can see. So MIDRC images and the name given over here are same in the D directory that you can see. It's in the D directory, MIDRC images, and the download path is same. So if everything is good, then just click on enter, and okay, if you click on enter, you should see this proceeding page. Just do not worry about this warning. Just type Y for yes and press enter again. Then you are all good to go. You should see a window like this. it is your DICOM file cases that is about to download in the respective directory that you just defined, or the path that you had defined. Yep, it's downloading. So because I selected very few cases, it should not take long to download, and I will show you till the end the file that we just downloaded, right? Okay, it should take only a few time, it should not take much long. Otherwise I will show you my backup. Okay, it's all downloaded. 10 files were downloaded. There were 10 DICOM file related to the case. Okay, now go to this directory, and now you can see that you will see that there are around 5 JSON file. Do not worry about this, just simply go inside this folder that and now this is the UID of the DICOM file, the case for the patient. It refers to each and every individual patient, right, for the case. Now go inside this. Now you may wonder, where is the DICOM file? Now this is another zip file that you can see over here that was just downloaded, and simply what you got to do is right click on this and extract here. Okay, you should see another folder. Just go inside, and now when you see the type DCM, this is your DICOM file. Right now I'm not gonna talk about what's inside over here and how to load this file. Just I wanted to make sure that you will successfully download the DICOM file, right? Okay, so you are now all good to go for your studies. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.